Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining as we embark on a historic journey to finally help our teachers be able to teach again without distraction in the classroom, help our children regain their childhood and have a less stress-free experience, certainly at least during these school hours, and something that I've been wanting to do for some time, but we took a year and a half of me going out to roundtables and listening to people in every corner of the state, listening to superintendents, and I want to thank Dr. Ward for hosting us here today. Administrators, teachers, parents, students, everybody. I did a lot of listening, and my position evolved dramatically from thinking that, wondering if this was in the realm of possibility, to we must get this done. And that is the urgency that I approach this as we become the largest state in the nation to have a full distraction-free environment for school students from K through 12, bell to bell. And the reason we went bell to bell is because speaking to the superintendents and the teachers and students in schools where they already went ahead, you don't want to have the challenge of having a cell phone put away and then it's lunchtime and it comes back out, and study hall and it comes back out. Because guess what? The students stop communicating, and that's when they should be getting the opportunity to develop interpersonal relationships and friendships, and to be able to, without that distraction, actually speak to other students again. And you'll hear this, actually you won't hear this, what you'll hear is silence disappear, because right now our school hallways are quiet because students are not speaking to each other, and you're going to hear life again and laughter in the cafeterias and in the gymnasiums, and that's what it's all about. And our young people, especially the teenagers, especially teenage girls, are under so much stress right now, and the numbers are chilling. The number of young people reporting depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. And if you want to draw a through line from 10 years ago, when these addictive algorithms were being developed, and it's around the same time that somebody thought it was okay to let students have cell phones in schools. Not sure how that happened, because you couldn't bring board games in, you couldn't bring your toys in, you couldn't bring anything else, but somehow cell phones were allowed. And there's a generation that is suffering, and my job as a governor, but also the first mom governor who knows this effect directly, is to do something about it. I have to do something about this, and I thank all of you for partnering with us in what is going to be a bumpy road, I understand. Speaking to a lot of people who have gone through this, the first 3 months are tough as people transition to this, but after that, there's no looking back. You'll say, why didn't we do this earlier? And one young girl told me that for the first time, she was in middle school, the first time she has friends in person now. She says, I'm so happy now. I'm like, that's what we're going for. So, Dr. Ward, I want to thank you again for giving us this opportunity and finishing your plan. The deadline is Friday. I know everybody likes to procrastinate, but you got to get your homework done. We have actually now, as of this morning, 400 school districts that have complied out of the 700. So I know we'll be seeing compliance by Friday. So that allows people to get the information out to their school districts, PTA, the parents, in any way you communicate with them. And one last thing I'll say about the parents is it's really important that parents continue to be engaged, get their questions answered. Number one question parents have, because I had the same question: what happens if there's a crisis on the school grounds, there's a shooter, something where we want to reach our children? What I learned, this is from law enforcement, sheriffs, district attorneys, police chiefs, who said the last thing you want if there's a crisis is for that child to be distracted, fumbling for the phone. The phone may go off, or they're trying to video it, or trying to talk to the friend. They need to be laser focused on the adult in the front of the classroom who is a trained professional on how to get them to safety. Get that message out to anxious parents, and they'll understand that their child is far better off safety-wise. And every school has a path to make sure that there's ways for parents to be able to communicate throughout the day. Those of us who are old enough to remember the days where if you forgot your lunch, you probably didn't forget it the next day because you're a little bit hungry, or you borrowed lunch money from your buddies, right? or you need to make after-school plans, you learn how to do it after hours. So that's what we're entering into, and I'm excited about it, and we're just a couple months away, and Dr. Ware, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, first of all, Governor, we want to thank you and your team for putting this together today in our school district. We are very excited here at North Syracuse to be one of the first school districts in New York State to have our plan adopted and ready to go in the fall. So that is, and just one particular note, I know you mentioned the mom piece. I'm a dad of 3 teens. One of the things that we are hearing from parents is, how do I get my child ready for this fall? What does that mean? And really, my advice to any parent out there is, we have Mondays are our distraction-free day in our household. So if I was to text my kids, they better not text me back right now. They better be playing board games and interacting with each other. So that's just one little small piece that I think parents are wondering, okay, how do I get my child ready for this fall?
We'll be sending around pointers, and if you have some other ones, we'll talk about, and it's about the weaning. It's about your children are used to playing maybe till 9 or 10 at night on a summer night, and you want them to be settled down by 8 o'clock. You start calling them in earlier, a couple weeks out, right? You start getting them conditioned. So I think the cell phone days ban is free is a great idea, and also whatever ideas we come up with, make sure we get them out to you. Before we get started, I also want to recognize 2 elected officials who were champions of this, who helped us get it over the finish line in our Senate and our Assembly, which is Senator Chris Ryan has joined us. Thank you, Senator Ryan, as well as Assemblymember El Sturpey, and all the participants who are here today.
Yeah, and so the folks that you have in front of you here were all part of our cell phone committee. We actually started this work well over, it was about 8 months before the legislation was even introduced. And so this committee has been working very hard at getting to where we are today. So I want to thank everyone here at the table for their work.
And then, Dr. Ware, before we discuss roundtable, just take a quick pause or bring the media out of the room then.
See you all in a little bit.
So that was smart to get ahead of it. That's why we were talking about it last year. I said, I wanted to do it last spring and have it in place last fall, but I was told you need to, a little slower. You got to engage. Like, okay, I'll engage. We had, the teachers union was nice. It was incredible on this, really strong, really powerful. Melinda Person was extraordinary, and then the PTA was full on engaged, and we got our administrators and Superintendents Association again. There's always this. We want Albany to be telling us what to do. And, that attitude, like, I get that, but everybody can do it on their own right now. And it was just hard to be the first.